And also remember, don't believe what I'm saying in this video. This video is all for entertainment purposes.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V&R. I'm why you subscribe to all of my platforms. Now, what we're about to go through is a statement that the PMP, the opposition, has put out after the IC report that was tabled in Parliament. So this was dropped today, December 13th, Friday, December 13th, right? It goes on to say that the Parliament opposition notes that while the government seeks to downplay the concerns raised by the Integrity Commission investigation into the non-compliant Estatebridge Development Limited Estatebridge residential development at 2 Waycliffe Close in Beverly Hills, it is inescapable that the report highlights critical governance issues. Also, part of the concerns are following. 1. The report highlighted concerns previously raised by the opposition in the relation to critical agencies such as NEPA, NLA, NWC, HAJ, and the UDC, which are part of the process of considering and monitoring approvals for real estate development. Do you hear that? That's what those things are for the people. It goes on to say, are all within the Prime Minister's ministerial portfolio, while he and his wife have each been personally involved as investors in the private business of real estate development. People, Andrew Holness and his wife take the Jamaican government for party shop. Them are run them own private public partnership and them using them powers. You understand? Him have all of these agencies in their office. This is cronism. This is nepotism. This is corruption, ladies and gentlemen, at its highest form. And him wife are the Speaker of the House. Anyway, it goes on to say this situation creates an untenable possibility of conflict of interest in the instant case the Prime Minister's personal company, Imperium Investment Holding Limited, held shares in the developing Estatebridge at the time building approvals were applied for from the relevant regulatory bodies. Now, this is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, something that I did not actually look into. Imagine your son is a shareholder and a director of the company that these offices that his father runs as the Prime Minister is going to give approval to. Them are run one family business. Me no business nobody wants it. For me, in my opinion, this is a clear conflict of interest. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes on to say, the unprecedented situation underscores the need for great transparency, accountability at the highest level of government. The Prime Minister must divest himself of ministerial portfolio responsibilities for all government entities, departments, and agencies which have the potential to interface with these private investment companies and agencies which have the potential to interface. No. And their business activity. Let me read that again. It says this unprecedented situation underscores the need for greater transparency and accountability at the highest level of government. The Prime Minister must divest himself of ministerial portfolios responsibilities for all government entities, departments, and agencies which have the potential to interface with his private investment company and their business activities. The opposition is also calling on the Prime Minister to enforce strict compliance with the standards of cabinet conduct enriched in the Ministry Paper 19/2002, which governs the behavior of members of cabinet. Now, that part of it is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe the Prime Minister should relieve himself of these agencies that clearly, whether on purpose or by default, benefit him and his son, as both of them are benefiting, and his wife as well, from him being the Prime Minister and being in charge of all of these portfolios and them being in real estate investment. Yeah, he need to relieve himself. As a matter of fact, I think the JLP just need to relieve themselves of all government responsibilities and resign as a party. Apart from the Prime Minister operating in this way, there are several other members in the cabinet that is under investigation, and there are several more on other levels in there that is also under investigation. This is a government I cannot trust personally. That's just me. That's my recommendation. But number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the opposition also notes that while the Prime Minister has claimed that he has no connection with the development company Estatebridge, stop the cap, bro. Just stop the cap. How can you say you have no connection? Let me. Your son is a director and a shareholder of a company that you were a former shareholder of. That is the connection, sir. What? The opposition also knows that while the Prime Minister has claimed he has no connection with the development company Estatebridge, that fact is that the development property in Beverly Hills was transferred to Estatebridge by the Prime Minister offshore company ADMAT. Oh my God. By the way of gift for no consideration. The Prime Minister needs to explain to the Jamaican people why ADMAT, having previously invested considerable resources, the source of which is unknown to the public, in the purchase of this development property, would have proceeded in 2021 to give away its asset to an alleged unrelated company, Estatebridge. If the Prime Minister really has no ownership interest in that company and in the development which has violated the conditions of the development permit, these are very good questions. And the obvious answer is, for me, ladies and gentlemen, Estatebridge, his son is a director. His son is a director and a shareholder. And the fact that it went through ADMAT, his son ADMAT, I think his other son is Matthew, ADMAT. You guys don't see the correlation here, the connection here? This is big corruption. This is a big disgrace. This is a big disgrace. It goes on to say, third, the opposition is also concerned that there appears to have been a deep compromise, approval, and enforcement system at the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation during the tenure of the previous administration. The investigation by the KSAMC should be allowed to proceed to their conclusion as recommended by the Integrity Commission, free of political interference or pressure from the government. The opposition remains steadfast in the commitment to good governance, transparency, and accountability in the interest of all Jamaicans. For more information, contact Dr. Nathan Campbell, General Secretary, PNP Media Unit, telephone number 876-408-3160. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a problem. Jamaica is in a critical state, and I'm talking about the governance, the government, the people running our country. This is not a 9-day wonder. This is another sheet being lifted and unveiling of how deep the possibilities of the corruption by the Prime Minister, his wife, and his family at this point that is now being implemented based off the evidence. Son and all, our sister allegedly involved in it. Whether them guilty by association or Andrew Holness is just the person that is the mastermind behind all of this, and his wife, I don't know. But I am telling you, it does not look good. These allegations are damning. This is bringing down the country's image it's burying the country's image. This saga, this bangarang, this constant bangarang. And we have people like Dana White coming out talking about somebody is defaming his name. No, his own actions defame his name. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about the press release from the PMP. I am total agreement with Mark Golden on this one, and the PMP 100% every single word, all points that was made. This situation is getting way out of control, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better leading up to an election that we haven't even heard the date of, and we're almost in 2025, right? And if my memory serves me correctly, September is the deadline, ladies and gentlemen. It seems 2025 is going to be, as Pastor Apostle Shuttleworth stated, topsy-turvy and extremely turbulent. The last word he didn't use, but it's right there. It's going to be very, very spicy. So button down, store food, store water, stay off the roads, stay prayed up. You understand? Pray and fast. You get me? All of these recommendations by the prophets and the prophetess. Protect our children. They are under attack in so many ways. There's a lot going on. Wow. 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 That's my time. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. It's your brother Bolo V&R. Again, remember to subscribe to all of my platforms. All right? Peace.
Call for general elections too. Well, let me just say this in closing, that as far as I am concerned, I join that call. And my advice to Mr. Holness is a simple one. I made some inquiries, and I'm told that he has a bag. I say to him, start packing, because you are going. And if you don't believe me, speak to Mr. Bowling. Bruce, that is. Pack your bags, put in your clothes and your belongings, because you can't stay as Prime Minister of Jamaica, because the international reputation of Jamaica is important, and you have, by allowing these allegations, brought Jamaica into disrepute.